One of the biggest mistakes that people make is trusting the wrong person. After 25 years as a lawyer and as a professor, I've realized that a person's character isn't defined by what they say, it's defined by their answers to the five following questions, which will tell you all you need to know. Number one, what is one belief that you used to hold that you no longer believe? Now, if the person says, well, I've had the same beliefs my entire life and never seen any reason to change them, you know that person doesn't have humility. That person hasn't really reflected on their positions. They're not intellectually honest and they're not willing to learn. People do change their positions. They do change what they believe, but it takes humility and honesty to do so. If a person tells you they've never changed their positions, you know that's not someone you can trust. Number two, tell me about a time when you were completely wrong. Well, if someone says, well, I don't think I've ever been completely wrong, maybe I haven't been 100% correct, or they say, I may have been wrong on a few occasions, but there's an explanation for it, there's a context to it. You know that this is not a person who accepts responsibility, not a person who learns from mistakes. It's a person who blames others. An honest person admits when they're wrong. They seek to learn. They have humility. If they don't ever think they're wrong, you know right then and there that's not someone you want to trust. Number three, if I asked a person who knows you extremely well and who typically disagrees with you or even dislikes you, what would they say about you? Well, if the person says, I don't know what they would say about me, but they're not someone you should trust because they don't like me and they'll say anything to make me look bad. Not someone you can trust. Because what this question is asking the person to do is to identify their weaknesses, to be mature enough and self-reflective enough to know what their weaknesses are, own up to them, and commit to improvement. So if a person answers a question by attacking the person who dislikes them, rather than reflecting and being honest about their weaknesses, not someone you can trust. Number four, when have you done the right thing, even though nobody would have known about it? Why do you ask this question? Because people with great character and honesty and morals, they do the right thing all the time. They're not honest because there's some reward. They're not honest and they don't do the right thing because it's going to pay off for them somehow or advance their self-interest. They're honest because they know it's inherently the right thing to do and that it's what good people do. Pay very careful attention to the answer to this question. It'll tell you a lot about that person. Number five, what kind of evidence would make you change your mind about something important? Now, if the person says, I don't really change my mind. I have my beliefs. I'm fixed. I am who I am. It's in my DNA. Well, then you know that this is a person who doesn't value facts, who doesn't look at facts objectively, who isn't willing to question their own perspective. If you get the wrong answer, you know it's someone you can't trust. So just to review, because all of us wonder, can we trust this person? Is this person a good person? And so many people present like the nicest people in the world. But when you ask them these critical questions, they unknowingly reveal everything you need to know. What's one belief you used to hold that you no longer do? Tell me about a time when you were completely wrong. If I asked a person who knows you very well, even dislikes you, what would they say about you? When have you done the right thing, even though no one would have known about it? And what kind of evidence would allow you to change your mind, because you're looking for several characteristics in a person you can trust. You're looking to see, are they fundamentally honest? Are they humble? Or is their pride and their ego more important than their own intellectual honesty? Okay? Are they willing to learn? Do they understand that they're not perfect and that when they're wrong, they own up to it? These are the people you want to be around. These are the people you can trust because, like I said, they will do the right thing when no one's looking. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you soon.